Hello everybody, johnpbono here on Friday, August 14, 2015, and today I am putting the call out in the hope that we might find a well-researched, well-spoken Ball Earther to join us for the penultimate episode of Season 1 of the Ball Earth Skeptic Roundtable. Now, over the first 10 episodes of the season, we have enjoyed the company of a number of prominent Flat Earthers on YouTube, including D. Murphy, Mark Sargent, My Perspective, Eric Dubay, Jeranism, Stinky Cash, The Morgile, Stars Are Souls, and just recently Wakey Wakey. It's been a lot of fun, and we have discussed in some detail the competing flat earth models of the earth on which we stand. Now we want to extend an invitation to YouTube's best and brightest Ball Earthers to join us on the panel for a discussion about the merits or otherwise of the Ball Earth model. If you like, we can organise a formal debate. Or if you prefer, we can have a more relaxed roundtable discussion. Even the harshest of John the Bond critics will agree that anybody on my show will get a fair hearing, so you can rest assured that if you take up the offer, you will be treated with respect and you will be given open air to present your evidence and explain your reasoning. What's more, we are happy to have a number of Ball Earthers join us on the show simultaneously. This way you will not feel outnumbered by my co-panelists Matrix Decode and David Weiss, who are, unlike myself, avowed Flat Earthers. I, on the other hand, am simply a Ball Earth skeptic, and just as I have been skeptical of the Flat Earthers who have joined us on the panel so far this season, I will naturally apply my skepticism to your arguments for the Ball Earth. If we do in fact live on a spinning ball, then you will no doubt have plenty of evidence which will stand up to such scrutiny. Now, this invitation is open to all Ball Earthers, but there are a few YouTubers who deserve to be invited by name. Now, I've taken the liberty of putting together a short compilation of some of their material to make these invitations a little more personal. First of all, White Rabbit.
Today I'd like to talk about the Flat Earth Theory. Yes, the Flat Earth Theory. I know by now many of you are probably sick and tired of hearing about it, so am I, which is why I want to put this topic to rest once and for all. I think it is nothing but a detriment to the truth community, and its advocates appear to be intimately connected with the shill network.
Well, Mr. Rabbit, what better opportunity to put this to rest once and for all? If Ball Earth skepticism is a detriment to the truth community, you can do the community a favour and prove the spinning ball theory beyond any doubt. Next up, Red's Rhetoric.
After all, ignorance is the lifeblood of the Flat Earther. If you are really on a quest for truth, you should have no problem inviting me onto your show to challenge your and your guests' so-called findings that somehow confirm a flat earth. The mark of a great theory is for it to be justified by evidence and to hold up against scrutiny, and if you are willing to take up that challenge, then contact me.
Well, Mr. Rhetoric, if the Flat Earthers are ignorant, this is your chance to inform them of the many facts you have to prove that we are all living on a spinning ball. I'm sure your belief in the Copernican model is justified by evidence and will hold up against scrutiny. Consider yourself contacted. And last of the big three is Truthiracy.
It's astonishing that people are actually this dumb to fall for their bullshit. Some of these guys are so embarrassing. I mean, I'm ashamed for them. I'm going to show you how every single thing, not just some, but every single thing they know and speak of is complete bullshit, and I will debunk it 100%, one by one, until every flat earther out there cannot hide behind a rock, cannot crawl under a rock and hide from the truth. You're going to face the truth. And each and every person that is a flathead is going to come to face the truth. And that's going to happen one way or another.
Well, Truthiracy, what better way for the Flat Earthers to face the truth than for you to bring your best arguments for Ball Earth theory along with you to episode 11 of the Ball Earth Skeptic Roundtable. We usually wouldn't invite somebody with your level of angst, but we'll make an exception for you since you seem very confident that you can prove we live on a spinning ball, and all we ask for is proof. Now, it is my hope that one or more of the previous candidates will take up the offer to join us on the show. Wouldn't it be terrific if all three could join us? They are, so far as I can tell, the biggest names in the YouTube truth community who have made it their mission to destroy the Flat Earth theory, and each of them appears to have done some actual research into their beliefs, which will make for a better discussion and or debate. But if none of them are able or willing to take up this invitation, there is another group of Ball Earthers whose company we would welcome. The following clips are taken from the We'll Do It Live Flat Earth debunking special of a couple of months ago, and the following Ball Earthers may all consider themselves to be officially invited.
They're loading these terms up in order to group all kinds of people together who are part of the alternative sort of media or the truther scene or whatever you want to say, right? And I think that this is a psyop against truthers.
Well, Jeff, if this is a psyop against truthers, then you, as the self-appointed leader of the truth movement, ought to take up this challenge and prove the Ball Earth theory. What better chance will you ever get to regain some of your lost credibility? You're invited. Press Reset Earth.
You can disprove the Earth is flat. So, that's all. That it's in a whole other category. You can't disprove that aliens exist. You can't disprove all these things. But there are certain things like flat Earth we can disprove with clear, obvious, concrete, not irrefutable evidence, observable scientific evidence. It's not even. I don't even call it scientific. Common sense. And it's like whatever.
Well, Press, you would be doing everybody a favor if you could provide some of this clear, obvious, concrete, irrefutable, observable, scientific evidence that we do indeed live on a spinning ball. You're invited. Dr. Astro.
I'm a very much an evidence-based guy, and I don't disbelieve in the existence of aliens. I think there are aliens out there.
You say you are an evidence-based guy, which is music to my ears because I am too. So please bring along some of your evidence for the spinning ball, and while you're at it, we would also welcome your evidence for believing that aliens exist, but this is optional, and I am more than happy to organise a separate alien skeptic roundtable at some point in the future. Either way, you're invited. Cut to the truth.
Well, I think it's pretty easily proven that the Earth is not the center of the universe or our solar system just based on the fact of the size of the sun and how gravity works. We're going to rotate around the sun. It's not going to rotate around us.
Well, Mr. Truth, I for one can't wait to see how you worked out the size of the sun or how you proved the theory of gravity to be true. You're invited. Justin Bryant.
Right?
And even our perception that they believed it in the medieval times, like that they believed the Earth was flat, and then even before that, even after that, like that is a myth in itself. Like since like 300 AD, like there's never been like a generally concepted theory of anything other than a spherical globe.
Well, Mr. Bryant, there are many people out there who would like to see your evidence to prove what was believed in 300 AD. Some proof of Ball Earth theory would also be warmly welcomed. You're invited. Again, I would like to point out that this is an open invitation to all Ball Earthers. All we ask is that you come prepared with evidence for your claims and treat the rest of the panel with respect. I can guarantee you that your opposite numbers will do so. There'll be no interrupting, no yelling, and no nonsense. That's how I run my shows, and this is one of the reasons why the Ball Earth Skeptic Roundtable has been so successful in just its first season. But Season 1 will not be complete without a genuine, well-researched, well-spoken Ball Earther making the best case possible for the Ball Earth model, and this is where you can make a difference. So if you are interested in joining us for the show, please get in touch with me via the methods outlined in the info box underneath this video. The best candidates will be selected from the pool of applicants. All names put forward will be made available for the purposes of disclosure. The show will air on Wednesday, August 19, 2015 from 8 AM US Eastern Daylight Time and 10 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. If you are a Ball Earther, especially one who cares about the truth community, this is your time to stand up and fight for the ball. Calling all Ball Earthers, your planet needs you.
And that's what we're seeing within this truther community is drama like crazy, right?
Yeah.
And all this fighting when really, yes, we should be getting together like we are tonight and discussing these things with like rational, logical thinking, scientific sort of human beings, and that we're not afraid of the truth, even if the truth is going to counteract what we believe. And just to clarify for our audience that is listening right now, we are not
here to debate with flat earthers tonight. We are here to debunk the flat Earth, to prove that the Earth is round. So if there will be a debate, it will be in the future, and I will be open to having that debate, and something can be arranged. But for now, we are not having the flat earthers into the discussions.